All right, testing mic 1 2 3, testing mic 1 2 3. All right, you mother flowers, you sick twisted mother flowers. I am actually doing something a little different today. Instead of me recording a review for Monday Night Raw, I decided to actually do a live review. Obviously, you can't see me. Reason being because, well, my laptop is shit, and if you were to see me in this live stream right now, it'll be all glitchy, it'll be lagging, and my computer just might again crash, what have you. So it will actually be a recorded review, audio version. If you're not recorded like that, but like an audio stream, if you will, voiceover. Haven't done any of these shits in a while, but I'm live. I want to know if you can hear me or not. Let me know in the comment threads if you can listen to me. If you hear me perfectly, let me fucking know. But as always, mother flowers, thank you for tuning in live here on the channel. If you're new here, hit that sub button down below. Give this stream, give this video a big old thumbs up whenever you're able to. And yeah, so Raw tonight for August the 27th, 2018 was live in Toronto, Canada. Usually WWE refers to this as Bizarro World, right? And as you all know, last week they were in Brooklyn, and this was, I guess, now the follow-up now. Again, Hell in a Cell is coming up just around the corner. It is crazy because, like, yo, they are literally hyping up three things at once right now. They're hyping up Hell in a Cell. They're building that up right now, sort of. They're also building up towards Evolution, and they're also building up to that Super Show in Australia. And I feel like, yo, that's just way too much shit to be building up for right now. And it's like, it just makes the show, I'll be real about it, I thought Raw tonight was a dud. There's some stuff that I did like, don't get me the fuck wrong. There's stuff that I did enjoy, right? But I feel like the rest of the show was just a dud. And it goes back to them like trying to like build up all these shows at once. I want to know. I'm trying to play back the audio here. And they're also all right. You all right? Good. Mother flowers, y'all can hear me. That's fucking awesome. So again, I feel like all them building up all these shows at once, and it's just making the show just feel very like you know. I don't know what to be excited for. What are they trying to What are they trying to get me excited for? Hell in a Cell? Evolution, or the fact that, hey, there's a Super Show coming up in Australia, which, by the way, we found out. I just found out moments ago through the WWE app that at the Super Show, it's going to be the Shield, all three members of the Shield versus what the three new members, I guess, of Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre. Oh boy, but tonight, it looks like now Braun Strowman, the monster among men, is a heel. And I'm wondering here, why? Why are we taking the most over guy on that brand right now that people want to cheer for, people want to get behind? Why are we turning this guy heel right now? It's just like, welp, there you go. He's a heel, mother flowers. But again, I just always hear from you guys in the comments below your thoughts on Monday Night Raw, if you enjoyed the show or not, or if you hated the show. You can follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven, as always. So the show kicked off with Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns in the ring, and literally here, Braun Strowman telling Roman Reigns that, hey, you know, he's not gonna cash in right there and right here and there. He is going to cash in at Hell in a Cell. Because he knows for a fact, if he had to cash in right now, his boys, right? Roman's boys would come out and they would literally cost Braun Strowman the opportunity. So then Roman says that, hey, you know, he's the big dog. Keep this in mind, right? Early before this, Roman was talking about everyone being a workhorse in the Shield. It's a workhorse movement, right? How Roman is now starting the Workhorse Open Challenge, or again, there's another Open Challenge. Like, you've seen this before, you know? And Braun comes out, he talks about, again, he's not going to cash in right there because you know what happened, but instead he's going to cash in at Hell in a Cell in what it's supposed to be now, because again, they've been through so many wars, right? That it's going to be at Hell in a Cell. Inside the structure, that is. And Roman goes on to say that, hey, you know, this is his yard. He's the big dog, like he always usually does say, right? But the one thing, again, that Braun talks about getting these hands, but the one thing that Braun will not get his hands on is the championship. While Roman had his hands on every single title. I'll say this, Roman's rebuttals here, I did like. Believe it or not. I did like the Roman rebuttals. You know, it got that reaction. I get it. They're in Toronto. They're in Bizarro World, right? But they agreed on that. It's official. At Hell in a Cell, inside the structure is Roman and Braun. I get it. It's the feud. They had a feud in 2017. They were literally beating the fuck out of each other. I remember that. So why the hell not? Let them do it. And they shake hands, and they make it official. And apparently after this, right, we have Dolph Ziggler and McIntyre. They challenged them to a tag team match, and Corbin made it official. This literally took like 15 fucking minutes. Speaking of Constable Baron Corbin, I'm sorry now, acting general manager Baron Corbin, he went up one-on-one with Finn Balor, and initially Corbin lost. He lost the match by disqualification using a steel chair, but then because, hey, he's the general manager, he forgot to mention that the match was no disqualification, and he had to restart the match, and he literally won the match quickly with another chair shot that hit the end of days. Okay, Baron Corbin, the fucking general manager now. Why the fuck is he feuding with Finn Balor? Like, you think about it, if you were an authority figure, why oh why are you still wasting your time on trying to get retribution or like someone like Finn Balor? You know? But to each their own. I mean, honestly, I didn't care about this. I did not give a fuck, but it was just there. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be real about it. The first hour was shit. It really, really was, in my honest opinion. We had Sasha Banks for no reason whatsoever. I don't know why. Facing Dana Brooke. You had Titus Worldwide at ringside with Bayley at ringside for Sasha Banks. The match I did not care for. Again, it was just there. All you need to know that Sasha Banks won with the bank statement over Dana Brooke, which I expected. I think anyone going into that match would be a fool. You would literally be Bobo the fool. Bobo the fucking fool if you literally thought that Dana Brooke had a hope in hell in beating Sasha Banks. Which was funny because after the match, right, Apollo Crews, Apollo Crews gets in the ring, checks up on Dana Brooke. Like, this is the second time he's doing that. I'm not saying it's a love angle or anything like that, but it makes you think for a minute. You know, could there be some dissension amongst Titus Worldwide? Can you put the blame on Dana Brooke for there being some dissension amongst the group? Again, you know, only time will tell. We also had I want to say here, yeah, we had literally, again, Intercontinental Champion, because again, all three members of the Shield, they're workhorses, right? Fucking workhorses. And what do you know? Seth Rollins comes out and issues an open challenge. And this is the thing that I hate. I feel like now they're just overkilling the concept. That's what I feel. They're just overkilling it. It's great when you did it once, but everything, I feel like there's like no story almost for the Intercontinental title right now. And it's sad. It really, really is when you think about it. So Rollins talked about the open challenge. Out comes Kevin Owens. And Owen talks about how what better place than to, you know, become the Intercontinental champion than over. But then again, he remembers that, hell, there's a better place. That's Montreal, Quebec. He talked about as well how if he had his best friend in Sami Zayn in this corner at SummerSlam, he would have beaten Braun Strowman. He would be right now the Universal Champion. And they had a match. And I'll say this, it was probably the best match on the entire show. You already know Rollins and Kevin Owens, when they get in the ring, they're going to go at it and they're going to make magic. There's no doubt about it. They're going to go out there. They're going to tear it up, which, like they usually do. They always fucking tear it up. Just back and forth near falls here. Rollins did like 3 suicide dives outside of the ring. Near the end of the match, right? The one thing that I liked, Owens on the top, like he's on the top rope and he like literally jumps, spins, and does like a moonsault but misses. And that caused Rollins to hit the curb stomp for the 1-2-3. So Rollins retains. So then you see this thing where Owens is literally in the ring. He is just sitting there like he's like in disbelief because again, you know, here he is. He lost to Braun Strowman at SummerSlam in like a minute and 30 seconds. Okay. And he's been losing and losing and losing. He's become like a joke. And it's sad because someone like Kevin Owens, as talented as he is, deserves better. He should not be treated like a comedy, he should not be treated like a joke. He should not be put in these mediocre positions right now. I'll be real bad. I'm at a point where I don't want to see him on TV. I really don't right now. And he gets on the mic and he says, he's sitting there, right? They go to commercial and they come back. He's sitting there on his chair in the middle of the ring. People are chanting his name, even though Kevin Owens did insult Toronto, which, by the way, I'll get into this in a little bit. Kevin Owens just says, I quit. Just walks away. Now, people are saying, because, hey, there's been this speculation that, hey, Paul Heyman no longer has a client. Who's to say that, hey, maybe, just maybe. And I want to hear you guys' thoughts on this. Give me your opinion on this as well, whenever you guys get a chance. The idea of Paul Heyman joining forces with Kevin Owens becoming a new Paul Heyman guy. Again, I'll be mixed feelings about it, because reality is, when you think about it, Kevin Owens is a talented performer. He doesn't really need someone to speak for him. He doesn't really need it. But at the same time, it's like, what do you do with Paul Heyman right now? That's the question. But to each their own. I want to hear from you guys in the comments below your thoughts on that idea of, let's say for 1 minute here, that, hey, we put Kevin Owens with Paul Heyman, and Kevin Owens becoming a new Paul Heyman guy, if you will. Give me your thoughts on that down below in the comment threads. I want to hear you guys' thoughts on that. We had the Revival versus the B Team again, for, as you all know, last week on literally the SummerSlam, the Raw after SummerSlam, you had both members of the Revival picking up wins over the B Team members in singles competition. So what do you do here? You get them have a tag team match, right? And all you need to know, the Revival won a non-title match with Shatter Machine. And then they grab the mics, they grab the belts, and they say that, hey, it's sad how we go from this tag team division that at one time was about Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard to now the B Team, which is a joke. If you think about it right now, you look at the Raw tag team division right now. Okay, anything about it, I don't consider the Shield as part of that division. They're not. You think about it right now, nor do I consider right now McIntyre and Ambrose in that category right now either. You look at that tag team division right now, you have the Ascension. You have the B Team, the Revival right now in that tag team division right now. It's a joke. The Titus catering worldwide is a fucking joke as well. Granted, SmackDown has the better teams, but it's like right now you look at the Raw, it's the Raw side of shit right now. It's sad. It's a fucking travesty right now. I would not be surprised at Hell in a Cell they have another match. And maybe it finally happened. The Revival become Raw Tag Team Champions. Like I said earlier, Raw was in Toronto tonight, and they mentioned that SummerSlam is coming to Toronto in 2019. Apparently, it's going to be SummerSlam week. They're going to have a fan access, all these shows. So yeah, literally they're getting everything. They're getting everything. They're getting a takeover. They're getting a SummerSlam. They're getting the Raw after. They're getting the SmackDown Live after. Literally, they're getting all these shows. I think, honestly, if it was up to me, again, this is my honest opinion, and again, I'm not trying to bash Toronto here by no means whatsoever, by no means at all. I feel like if you're WWE, if there's one spot I would have gone to for SummerSlam, I would have gone with Miami. When you think of a spot to travel to, a hot spot, if you will, in the country, you go with Miami, right? A good place to travel. Don't get me wrong, Toronto is not a bad place either. I think Toronto is a good choice to follow up from Brooklyn. But if it was up to me, I would have just done Miami. That's just my honest opinion. Take it for what it's worth. It is what it is. But I look forward to seeing how SummerSlam from Toronto emanates, I might even end up going. I don't even know yet. We'll see. We'll fucking see. Also, they referenced the fact that, hey, in Melbourne, Australia, in that Super Show, is Triple H and Undertaker again. They're going to rekindle a feud, this legendary rivalry, right? They're going to be milking this shit every single week on Monday Night Raw until we get to that event. Maybe on SmackDown as well. So they had today legends from the past give their thoughts in like a video, like a 30-second clip, whatever. It was Booker T, Stone Cold, The Big Show, to name a few, who they thought were gonna win. Talk about how big this match is, what have you. And they're just milking this shit. They really, really are. Again, I look forward to seeing it. As far as nostalgia goes, that, you know, whatever, it's fine. Take me back to 2012 and what have you. It is what it is. And apparently, get this, next week, Shawn Michaels will be on Monday Night Raw to give his thoughts. Oh boy. All right, that's fine. Again, I look at it too. Hey, the ratings are low right now. Let's bring back these names to get some boost, to get some views. There you go with that. We had Elias trying to perform, and he talked about Toronto being a dump, how, you know, he went from being in Brooklyn, New York, to being in Toronto, kind of a downgrade. Trish Stratus comes out, and they talk back and forth. Something here led to Elias saying that he gets why Trish is here right now. He gets it. But at the same time, hell, he doesn't date women that are over 60, applying that Trish is old. But Trish also said here that, hey, you know, the last time she wrestled in Toronto, she retired, she became the women's champion, went with the sharpshooter. And a lot has happened now. Again, they're getting a women's pay-per-view, hyping it up, all the fuck you want. With Alexa Bliss, take it however you want. And there's people that are frowning on the match. What are you going to do? At the end of the day, right? And yeah, pretty much that happened. It led to Trish slapping Elias. And then out came Ronda Rousey. They go to commercial break. They come back on the air. They bring out Natalya. And they have Alexa Bliss come out there, talk to Trish Stratus, talk to Ronda. We find out that at Hell in a Cell, we're going to get Alexa Bliss invoking her rematch clause to face Ronda Rousey once again for the Raw Women's Championship. But, by the way, it was supposed to be Natalya versus Alicia Fox, so that's why Alicia Fox came out with her too. And then Alexa Bliss brings out Mickie James to even everything out. And I still want to know why is Mickie James still with Alexa Bliss after almost a year? It feels like almost a fucking year. I want to know why. I really want to know why about the flowers. Seriously, I really want to fucking know why. But as you all know as well, there's history there with Trish and Mickie James. So there you go with that. The match for what it was a dud match. Again, it was done because Trish is from Toronto. And they want to build up Evolution. Again, they're building up all these shows in just one episode of Raw. They're building up Evolution. They're building up for Hell in a Cell. And you're building up, getting people hyped up for the Super Show in Australia. Right? All at once. And obviously Natalya won with the sharpshooter. And then she dedicated the match to her father. There was no brawl, no nothing. Just Ronda Rousey and Natalya and Trish celebrating in the ring. They go backstage and we find that the Bella Twins show up. And they're all taking selfies like nothing's happening. And they find out the big announcement. The big announcement is that the Bella Twins are going to be on Monday Night Raw next week to wrestle. Returning to Raw to wrestle. Now, I'm assuming here that they're both free agents too. Free agent Bella Twins. Because the last time I saw Brie Bella, she was on SmackDown Live. Slapping Maurice. Now, apparently there's a rumor going out there that Brie Bella will face Maurice at Evolution. I haven't heard anything official yet, but we'll see how that goes. We'll fucking see. But apparently next week it will be the Riot Squad. The Riot Squad versus the Bella Twins. I'm just calling it right now. Again, it's a travesty. The Riot Squad are going to get squished. I'm just saying it. It sucks, but it is what it is. What can you do? What the fuck can you do? You know what I mean? It's sad, but it's true, mother flowers. We find out that, hey, Bobby Lashley's in literally Baron Corbin's office, and Baron Corbin made a match for Bobby Lashley. Lashley's all happy. Hey, that's my man. You made a match for me. All right, you made a match. Yay. And it finds out, he gets to the ring, that it's not a one-on-one, it's a handicap match. So out comes the Ascension. The Ascension come out. And what do you know? Again, it's the Ascension. We haven't seen them in a while. They're just there to fill up a void. And like I said before, the Raw tag team division right now is such a fucking joke that again, listen, all you need to fucking know that Lashley won. All you need to fucking know here. Well, he won with the Yakuza cutter on Victor. There you fucking go. Again, you really think for a second there that the Ascension were going to win. If you really thought that, I'm going to call you Bobo the Fool. You must really be Bobo the Fool, Motherflower, to really think that the Ascension were going to be Bobby Lashley. From there, we get Dean Ambrose facing Jinder Mahal. This all started from backstage because apparently Jinder wanted Dean to find his inner peace. And that didn't even happen. The match was there. That's all I'm going to say about it. The match literally ended with, again, Ambrose countering the Colossus into the Dirty Deeds to pick up the win. So, essentially here, Seth Rollins won his match against Kevin Owens. Dean Ambrose beat Jinder Mahal. And then we get the final match. The final match here being Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler, which is funny because before the match even took place, like backstage, right, you see Roman and Braun in the locker room area, and Braun talking about how, again, in 20 days from now, I'm assuming that's when it's Hell in a Cell, right? He talks about finally becoming the champion, and then Roman with this line that he said that, hell, it's okay because in 21 days when you wake up, you're gonna realize that you failed again. He just walks away with the championship. The match, for what it is, it was there, whatever. It was a match where literally Roman Reigns got ragdolled by Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler as well. And Strowman was literally on the apron. It looked like, again, they did this whole thing where Roman tags in Braun Strowman. But Strowman doesn't get in the ring. Just stands there. And all you need to know here is that you see literally Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler double teaming Roman Reigns. Double teaming him. Braun's not doing a damn thing. The referee called for the 5 count for disqualification. It's a no contest. And then you see Braun get in the ring and he attacks Roman Reigns. And then he goes back to saying, and again, it's brought me back to 2017. I told you I'm not finished with you. And just beats the holy hell out of Roman Reigns. And it's a 3-on-1 attack. Out comes Dean Ambrose, right? Dean Ambrose comes out and gets attacked. Gets ambushed by McIntyre and Ziggler. And then out comes Seth Rollins. And he gets attacked by Braun Strowman, get hit with the power slam. And again, it was literally here, again, the trio here of Braun Strowman, Drew McIntyre, and Dolph Ziggler literally attacking out the Shield. Now, I can understand the Shield getting back together. They're brothers, so they're going to look out for Roman Reigns. I'm here wondering, why is Braun Strowman needing the help of Drew McIntyre, who, let's be real about it, deserves way much better than this. When you think about it, he's being relegated to being the lackey of Dolph Ziggler. You think about it. I will say it again. This show was shitty, and I agree. And to each their own. I thought it was there, disappointing more than anything. And it's like, yo, if you are the monster among men, again, Braun Strowman's a guy that people want to cheer. They don't want to boo this guy. I'll be real about it. I don't see it. I don't see the big deal in Braun Strowman becoming the champion. Because the moment he does, you're all going to get bored of it. Just keep it 100 with that. And that's how they closed the show, with all 3 guys just celebrating in the ring. They took out the Shield. And again, it's them, in a way, building up and getting people looking forward to the Super Show coming up in Australia. Because like I said in this review, we find out through the WWE app that at the Super Show in Melbourne, in that stadium show, it's going to be the Shield, Rollins, Ambrose, and Reigns versus Braun Strowman, Drew McIntyre, and Dolph Ziggler. Keep this in mind, at Hell in a Cell is Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns. I will not be surprised at Hell in a Cell you get Dolph Ziggler and Seth Rollins again. And maybe, just maybe, Drew McIntyre and Dean Ambrose. It's like, why are we turning this guy heel right now? I just wish, again, I'm a Roman Reigns fan, but I'll admit, I just wish WWE would just let shit play out naturally. Stop trying to force people to fucking boo Braun Strowman when they don't. You know they're not gonna fucking boo Braun Strowman, no matter what the fuck you have them do. Okay? This is not fucking Impact. This is not, them running over fucking Richie, if you will. But that was Monday Night Raw. Mike saying here in the chat it was a shitty show. To each their own. I thought, again, it was disappointing. It wasn't really my cup of tea, to be fair with you. Because, again, I just don't know what is their focal point right now. What are they trying to push more? Hell in a Cell? Evolution? Or the Super Show? You gotta make up your mind. You really gotta fucking make up your mind. SmackDown Live's tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go live for that. I'll probably do a recorded video with me on camera again. But, again, give me your thoughts as always in the comment threads below. If you're new to the channel, hit that sub button down below. Give this stream/video a big old thumbs up. And as always, hate, comment, and subscribe on the flowers. Until next time, bruh. It's me. It's Steve. And it's wrestling and whatever, y'all. Peace out, mother flowers. You mother flowers have been awesome tonight.